Hi, this is Master Zhou Qing. Welcome to our online Bazi program known as the Bazi for Noob or Novices. Today I'm going to cover topic number 4, unearthing the hidden stems. So in case you are new to Bazi, alright, this program is actually catered for you. Alright, because I'm going to make everything very basic, very fundamentals, but these are important fundamentals for you to pick up. And I would suggest that you watch topic number 1 if you are still not very familiar with the heavenly stems and earthly branches. Topic number 1 talks about the language of Bazi, which is the stems and the branch. So you can find the video in the same channel here. Allow me to recap on the 12 earthly branches. Okay, so let me just say out again. This is 子、丑、寅、卯、辰、巳、午、未、申、酉、戌、亥. And the plus and the minus sign here actually represent the yang and the yin, which is the polarity that is assigned to each and individual earthly branch. And if I'm going to express them in terms of zodiac sign as well as the elements, first of all, this is the water rat. Then we have earth ox. Then tiger belongs to wood element, rabbit belongs to wood element, and so on and so forth. So this is actually the fixed elements that's assigned to each and every earthly branch. So let me now introduce you the hidden stems, because in the topic number 1, the first video, we actually only talk about the stems and the branch, but there's one more layer known as the hidden stems. And this is just a macro view of the 12 earthly branches. This is the layer here. Alright. And these are the hidden stems, which can range from 1 to maximum 3. But I'm going to, of course, translate them into English and go into more details. So, before we go in depth, this is basically Gal Gadot Bazi. You see, we have the heavenly stem here. This is like the anatomy of a Bazi chart, your natal chart. So we have the heavenly stem, we have the earthly branch, and there's one more layer here that we're going to touch on today, which is the hidden stem. And as mentioned, hidden stem, you can have 1 minimum to a maximum of 3. And usually they're expressed in the Bazi chart in such a manner. Okay? So let's look at this table, which I have broken it down into details. Okay? Of course, with English translation. So just to recap, this is 子、丑、寅、卯、辰、巳. So this is, of course, the water rat. Okay, earth ox, which we have already learned. So those words here in green are the so-called hidden stems. Like for example, 子, water rat, it only carries 1 hidden stem, which is known as 癸, or you call it the yin water, which is actually, yes, is a yin polarity. Then we have 丑. 丑 has actually contained 3 hidden stems. Usually the one here, okay, the top layer here, later on you will know that this is the main qi. And these 2 here are the sub qi. So 丑 contains actually 3. You have yin earth, yin water, yin metal. Then we come to the tiger wood element. The main qi here is the yang wood, followed by yang fire, followed by yang earth. And Mao, we have only 1, which is yin wood. Chen, the dragon, contains 3. You see, later on you will notice that all the earth element actually all contains 3 hidden stems. Okay, so Chen, you have the yang earth, yin wood, and yin water. Then Si also contains 3, which is a snake. Yang fire, yang earth, yang metal. Okay, and the next table, you just, you read it on your own. All right. The main thing I want to highlight to you here is this, those are that are highlighted there are known as the main qi, and I have placed the main qi or the main hidden stems. Let's say you have 3 or 2. Okay, the top tier, at the top layer there, is actually the main hidden stems, main qi. Okay, so some people will say that, oh, if you have 3 hidden stems, like inside the earth ox here, if you have 3, the first one you will assign, say, about 50% weightage. Then the rest is 25%, 25%. But this is just a, well, so-called an example. Do we really have a statistic for it in terms of strength? I don't really think so. But that's what is commonly being said. Okay, but what you need to differentiate here is really between the main qi and the sub qi. Okay, because in our school, when we teach Bazi, we only focus on the main qi or the main hidden stance for doing prediction. So, I also want to highlight to you that there's this thing about bisexual earthly branches. And what is it? Because I realized that some practitioners actually also make this mistake. Let's observe in this page only the main hidden stems. So, this is the earthly branch in blue and in the bigger font. And what is written here in the smaller font in orange is the main hidden stems, or the main qi, we call it. Okay, so I remove away the sub qi in this case. And of course, you will see that normally they share the same element. Let me just say this again. The branch and the main qi share the same element. But I will not say all of them share the same polarity. Meaning, if this is yang, this must be yang. If this is yin, this must be yin. No, not like that. There are some that actually they are outliers. They do not follow this pattern. Okay, I'm going to show you in a short while. But in terms of elemental value, definitely the branch and the following so-called hidden stem, the main qi especially, okay, they are always sharing the same element. Like I pick one more, like this is metal rooster, and underneath, okay, metal rooster, we have actually this main qi known as the sing metal. So metal and metal, okay. So this thing will show you the polarity of the main qi hidden stem. Okay, so Kui water is actually yin. Ji earth is actually yin. This one Jia wood is actually yang. Yi wood is yin wood. So Wu earth, yang earth is yang. Bing is a yang fire. Okay, although, alright, let me go to the next page. There's something you may not be aware. Alright, so we have actually covered this, right? In the previous page. Something that you may not be aware as a practitioner or as a beginner in Bazi study. These 4 branches actually has a different polarity with the main qi hidden stem. Say for example, Zi. In terms of its lineup in the 12 earthly branches, Zi is number 1 in terms of the sequence. In terms of ranking, Zi is number 1. Number 1 is odd number is yang. Nevertheless, the main qi hidden stem, the Kui, is actually a yin stem. You see, for the rest, Chou, Yin, Mao, Chen, same. Top and bottom, same polarity. But when we come to snake, okay, what happened is that snake is in the number 6 position. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is even number. Even number is yin. So it's actually known as a yin earthly branch. However, in terms of main qi, what is here is actually known as a ping fire. Ping. In terms of the lineup in the 10 heavenly stems, ping is number 3. 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸. So ping being number 3. 3 is an odd number. It is a yang stem. Then we have also the horse. Horse is actually number 7 in position. Number 7 is odd number. It's a yang earthly branch. Nevertheless, what is underneath here is actually a yin fire. Likewise, for the pig, the high water, which is the last position, number 12. However, the main qi here is ren, which is a yang water. So, this is something that I realized that not many people are familiar. And when come to the labeling of the 10 god, they make mistake. I'll tell you in a short while. Okay, so just to recap, 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 actually has a bisexual kind of body. Okay, so in Chinese we say yang ti yin yong or yin ti yang yong, just a term to say that this is a yang, but inside is a yin. This is a yin, but inside there's a yang. Okay. So be very careful when you come to labeling the 10 god later. Alright? This will affect how you label the names and how you recognize the earthly branch in terms of 10 god. And of course, if you are not familiar with 10 god, we have another video here, topic number 2, that shows you very, very, in details how the 10 gods are derived. I will urge you to go and watch this if you are not familiar with how 10 gods are derived. So let me now show you some common mistake that practitioners make. For example, if you belong to the Jia Wood Day Master, you are having a snake here in your month. So snake is number 6 in position. It is a yin earthly branch. Nevertheless, if you refer back to the previous pages, you know that the main qi here is ping fire, which is number 3 position in the 10 heavenly stems. So it is actually a yang stem. Okay, it's a yang hidden stem. A yang wood day master sees yang fire. When yang sees yang, okay, the way you're going to put the 10 god name is known as the eating god. First of all, because it is the element of same polarity that day master produces out. Whatever the day master produces out is like the baby. Baby means output element. And there are 2 types of output element in terms of yin and the yang. So one is eating god. The other one is called hurting officer, to borrow the market term. Okay, 三官食神. So in this case, yang and yang produce eating god. Yang and yin, different polarity, produce hurting officer. Okay, so in this instance, you should label this as eating god. You should not use the branch to do the labeling. And that's a common mistake. So, this is just to tell you that this is how normally in Bazi, how we label the name of the 10 god. And these are all the abbreviation, like RW is rock wealth, 7K is 7 killing, IW is indirect wealth. So these are the 10 god stars name. Please watch the video if you have not. Okay, so the video will tell you how all these names are derived. Be careful. Note, we do not insert the 10 god name onto earthly branch. Earthly branch is here. You see that we do not put the 10 god name like 7 killing, eating god, hurting officer, direct wealth, direct resource, or whatever, at this layer. In fact, we only label the hidden stems. So this is something that practitioner or Bazi student need to be aware, be very mindful. So in this instance, if you are going to label, okay, let's forget about just now what you have learned. Just a hypothetical example. If you are going to label using the snake here, Then this is called an earthly branch. Then it should be a hurting officer. But this is wrong. Okay, because we don't label on the earthly branch. We only put the label here in this box on the hidden stems like this. Okay? So I hope you have understood what is actually hidden stems and how, how is it being used as a way for the thank God name to be inserted. And please be mindful of this mistake, this common mistake. All right, so just a little bit about our online 八字 course. We have this website called fengshuisuperstar.com, and I have actually created 6 八字 online video on the special topic known as the 八字 golden verses. Okay, so there are some sample video you can take a look. This will actually help you to sharpen your 八字 analysis skill. About our Academy 八字 program, normally we have a level 1 八字semi-pro 2 days, which is suitable for novices as well as people who have already good fundamentals. And then we have level 2 八字master prac 3 days. This will allow you to able to predict events down to the weekly level, okay, bi-weekly level. And you can really practice as a master. Many of our graduates actually they are doing full-time consultation, as well as some even use our so-called material to teach. Special program, we have this 八字 ladies life 2 days. In the ancient time, there are many classics written about 八字 ladies life, okay, because of their status in the ancient days in China especially, okay. So they also rank and categorize ladies into basically 8 types, from nobility to promiscuous. And do visit us at masterfengshui.com. Email us if you have any question or enquiries about our course. You can also come to my Facebook fan page. I will always do a lot of announcements, sharing tips about feng shui, 八字, 奇门, face reading, etc., etc. Okay, thank you very much for your time watching this video. Hope you have learned something about the hidden stems. Thanks a lot.